Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Week's recap. It's week number 10 already. I really can't believe it. Time really flies. So the assignment this week is to describe a typical day in your life when you were in your early teens. And the overall impression that I gather from watching you guys' entries is that a day in the life of a teenager, it's rather rough. There's a lot of long hours and a lot of stress, which is understandable. I wouldn't want to go back to my teen days even if I could. But anyways, let's have a look at our top 5.
Hi guys,
I'm Tran. Nice to meet you.
I'm going to show you a typical day
when I was 13.
Are the most wonderful time I have ever had in my life.
A general remark that I've got from watching you guys' performances is that you tend to make very similar mistake in terms of pronunciation, like on the sound. For example, this or that or three, those are the sound that a lot of people tend to struggle with. Or the S sound tend to be swallow. For example, this contestant, he said Disney, where it's supposed to be Disney.
I am a little sister who turned the TV on and showed a cartoon from Disney.
So I would suggest really pay attention to those sounds in order to improve your pronunciation skills. Now, regarding vocabulary, I think that this week's theme is really a more challenging one in order to inject some more academic vocabulary into your speaking that is theme relevant. Because when we talk about daily routines, we tend to resort toward more casual language. But obviously, since we're at the IELTS, everything has to be taken up a notch. I think that the winner should really be the one who is able to do this, to utilize more academic vocabulary in an effortless way. And with that in mind, my pick of this week's winner is Vũ Thị Bích Thảo.
Okay, moving on to my feeling about what I went through. Frankly speaking, I have a sense of regret. Because you know, my day at that time just suffer from school to house, nowhere else. So I wish I just step out of my comfort zone, doing something different, live outside the box. Yes, that's the more thing I want to change about my part. Thank you for listening.
I can point out some very good uses of idioms. For example, start the ball rolling, step out of the comfort zone in your performance, that is. And I also really appreciate how you link one answer to another by using connective words. Like you said, moving on to how I feel about my day, moving on to the next question or something like that. That I think it's a very good way to make your speech flow better and sound more fluent. Pronunciation wise, like I said before, you also struggle with the sound, like in 3, 13, 30, this, that, or then, and the st sound. Said bed instead of best, or breakfast where it's supposed to be breakfast. So but your pronunciation overall was definitely clear and intelligible for the most part. And that's it for this week's Voice of the Week. As per usual, those who are in the top 5 will be receiving free movie tickets at CGV. And Tham, you'll also be winning a scholarship at British Council. So congratulations to all of you. We've only got 16 entries this week, which is kind of a low number. If I would make a guess, I would say that's probably because the theme of this week is not that sexy, to be honest. I mean, talking about your day, but next week it's going to be a brand new week with a brand new assignment, and I think it would be particularly attractive to environment enthusiasts out there. So keep an eye on that, and don't hesitate to send over your submissions. Thank you for watching this video. Please follow IELTS Face Off social media if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.